Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
Welcome to The Move. Let's get into a groove. I'm Jay, and today I got something a little extra special to share with your family. But before we get into all that, please do all the YouTube things. Like, sub, share, speak. So guys, the surveys are in, the gavel's been banged, and guess what? I'm an asshole. But I like to consider myself a fair asshole. In a recent video, Jay explains Irvington does cancer, aka my congressman hates me, link in the description. I recap the conversation between myself and Congressman Payne. And what I want to do with you guys today is share what I consider some of the fruit of that exchange. Now, before I do a bit of a rebuttal here, I do genuinely want to say thank you to Congressman Payne for his remarks. It's one thing to say you've heard me. It's another thing to get up and illustrate that you did. So whereas the dynamics of our relationship can never change because this approach has brought some tangible progress, when you do good, I will acknowledge it. So without further ado, let's get this party started.
Mr. Speaker, I've never met a person who wakes up in the morning and says, I want to be poor today. That's just not the reality.
You know what? That's a great start. I think it's a shame that so many in our district wake up actually poor, but we agree. No one really wants that for themselves. Well, wait a minute. I've spent time with homeless people who thought they were winning in life, but I'm sure they didn't start out that way. Let's continue.
Yet my colleagues across the aisle and their friends in the White House.
Holy shit. It wasn't even 20 seconds and he starts pointing the finger at the Trump administration and Republicans. There's a new rule that's being implemented on this channel, and it's that we're not adjudicating anything that happened before 1981, meaning that the Democratic Party has had control over this township for the entirety of my life. It's not on the Republicans. Quick civics lesson. The two major political parties operate in the same function as street gangs and cable companies. You won't see Cablevision on Xfinity's turf and vice versa. And that's because it's more partnership than rivalry.
House keep pushing this false narrative that people who rely on government assistance to make ends meet are moochers who take government handouts and buy drugs. Mr. Speaker, in my district, 17.9% of households rely on SNAP to feed their families. They aren't lazy. They aren't addicts. They are hardworking people. Some of them with 2 and 3 jobs, just trying to make ends meet.
I hate all those stereotypes too, but I also hate that it was a Democratic president named Bill Clinton that sent a lot of stable work away, maintaining the need for the welfare state. It's far more simple than electeds make it seem. If Joe Schmo can earn enough to support a family of 4 without going into insane amounts of debt, then we have stronger families, translating to better communities. It's not just welfare recipients. There is a notion worldwide that Americans are lazy and entitled. We know that's not the case. See, the problem is, you have to pay us, and we don't come cheap. And we can't, because the cost of living keeps going up. Look at California, where there are settlement camps of homeless people. Brother Payne believes me to be a Republican. You guys know me. I don't care about a color. I care about moving forward. And both of these aged institutions, known as the Democratic and Republican parties, have failed us and have been complicit in allowing the conditions to which public assistance for the entire district is at 17%. Christ.
The United States government should be making it easier for Americans to maintain a decent standard of living. Let us end this administration's war on the working poor and help make better lives for all of our citizens. And I yield back.
So yeah, that's it. It was only about a minute, but a journey that's 1,000 miles begins with one step. Once again, thank you, Congressman Payne. You didn't have to say anything, but I really appreciate that you did. Guys, do all the YouTube things, like, sub, share, and speak. I've been Jay, and until the next video,